Imagine you're reading a book and suddenly the author mentions something familiar, a famous person, a historical event, or even another book or movie. That, my friends, is an allusion. It's like a secret handshake between the author and the reader. A knowing wink that says, hey, you get this, right? Allusions are everywhere in literature, from Shakespeare's plays to modern-day novels. They can be subtle hints or blatant references, but they all serve the same purpose: to enrich the story by connecting it to something bigger than itself. Think of it like adding spices to a dish, a pinch of this, a dash of that. Allusions add layers of flavor and complexity to the writing, making it more interesting and thought-provoking. But don't worry, you don't need to be a literary genius to appreciate a good allusion. Sometimes just recognizing the reference is enough to bring a smile to your face. Allusions are more than just clever references, they're powerful tools that authors use to add depth and meaning to their stories. By connecting their work to something familiar, authors can evoke a whole range of emotions and ideas without explicitly stating them. For example, imagine a character facing a difficult decision, torn between duty and love. The author could simply describe the character's dilemma, but it wouldn't have the same impact as saying he felt like Hamlet faced with an impossible choice. Suddenly, the character's struggle takes on a whole new dimension. We understand the weight of their decision, the agonizing consequences that come with choosing one path over another. Allusions allow authors to say more with less, packing a powerful punch in just a few words. It's like using shorthand to convey a complex idea. Instead of explaining everything from scratch, the author can rely on the reader's existing knowledge to fill in the blanks, creating a richer and more nuanced reading experience. Now, let's look at some famous examples of allusions in literature. One of the most alluded to works of all time is, of course, the Bible. From Shakespeare's plays to Toni Morrison's novels, biblical references abound, adding layers of moral and spiritual significance to the stories. Another popular source of allusions is Greek mythology. Think of all the books and movies that reference the Trojan War, Odysseus's journey, or the tragic tale of Orpheus and Eurydice. These myths have become so ingrained in our culture that even a passing reference can evoke a wealth of emotions and associations. But allusions aren't limited to ancient texts. Modern authors often reference popular culture, music, and even other contemporary works. For instance, a character might be described as having a catch-22 situation, immediately conjuring up images of Joseph Heller's satirical war novel. These modern allusions can be just as effective as their classical counterparts, creating a sense of familiarity and immediacy for the reader. Section 4, joining the conversation, the reader's role. Of course, allusions are a two-way street. They only work if the reader is in on the joke, so to speak. That's why it's so rewarding to be well-read. The more you know, the more you'll get out of the books you read. When you recognize an allusion, it's like discovering a hidden treasure. You feel a sense of satisfaction knowing that you're in on the secret, that you're part of the literary conversation. And even if you don't catch every single reference, that's okay too. Part of the fun of reading is discovering new things and expanding your horizons. If you come across an allusion you don't understand, don't be afraid to look it up. You might just discover a new favorite book or myth in the process. Reading should be an adventure, a journey of discovery. Allusions are like little signposts along the way, pointing you towards new ideas and perspectives. Section 5. A tapestry of references. The enduring power of allusion. In conclusion, allusions are like literary spices, adding depth, flavor, and complexity to the stories we read. They connect us to a rich tapestry of human experience, spanning across cultures and time periods. By recognizing and understanding these references, we become more active and engaged readers, able to appreciate the full scope of the author's craft. So the next time you're reading a book, keep an eye out for allusions. You never know what hidden treasures you might uncover. Happy reading!